The ball on the on the move, turn pink, you're ready to swing.
A well-struck tee shot when he's placed it
And then,
down the middle of the fairway, Jim.
just like in True Aim,
it's not an option on this
it's
one. Let's just
in
go
True
for
View,
green.
it stays in first-person camera. It's meant to deliver a little bit more
Okay.
of a realistic look. So here you can see he's got me going to the green. Let's just take a peek at what he's got out here.
The green.
All right, he's just got a nice safe shot set up for us. So let's go back to what the caddy's got. What this move is, I probably should plug it in because it didn't really charge very well. So the trick with the caddy is he's going to set up shots that are sort of off percentages from time to time.
Okay.
And then that's where the challenge starts coming in with executing the golf
It's a
shot.
long putt
So with
to
the
the
caddy,
hole
we
from
kind of
there.
wanted to try to
I like this
minimize the amount of time you spend sort of setting up your shot. It's still there. You can still do it by setting up a custom shot if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the caddy actually starts his thinking from the green back to the hole. So he's not just telling you to hit it as far as you possibly can. It's actually working backwards. So when you hit on a par 4, for example, your tee shot, he's already got shots set up for you there right off the tee with your approach shot in mind. So he might tell you to hit a 5-wood off the tee box, and then not only will it be safer, but it also might give you a better shot to the green than if you were to just blast it 100% down the fairway like I used to do. So here's another feature that we added this year. With the caddy, we added a new putting recommendation circle. So just like in real life, the caddy is going to help the golfer kind of pick out a spot on the green to kind of aim for aim and distance. So we've represented that here with this circle. And then again, you can shrink this by adding focus and it becomes a little bit more accurate. Yellow meaning, again, that he's not 100% sure if it's right in the middle of the circle. If it's green, you're pretty safe that you can put your little aiming arrow somewhere in the middle of the circle and you're gonna probably make the putt or be really close. Yellow meaning that he's not 100% sure. But let's give it a shot, see what we got here. So then just like in previous years, you bring it back to where the little yellow mark is, hit forward, and he was close.
Just lighting this putt
He
out
is
there,
close.
it's alright. Nothing wrong with 2 putts
So,
50 feet on this green.
Probably one of the coolest things about the caddy is that he is actually a character that will progress with you throughout your career.
Okay.
So when you're using your created golfer, we have this feature called Course Mastery. And as you play each one of the courses in the game, your caddy's going to get better and better and better. So that shot, that putt that we just took right there, when your Course Mastery gets better, that circle will be tighter.
Okay.
And then when you shrink it with focus, it'll get down to a pin, like a little pin prick, and then you're pretty much golden.
Cool.
So it doesn't just only work on putting. He's going to get better approach shots. He's going to give you better options off the tee. He'll start adding draw, fade. So as your course mastery improves, and also as your golfer's attributes improve, you're going to see the shots start evolving with the caddy.
Okay.
So that was something that was really, really important for us, was to make him a character that wasn't just sort of static, that he evolved with your golfer. So right now we're playing with Tiger, so we're using all of Tiger's course mastery.
Gotcha.
It's pretty good. So when you play with Tiger, one of the professional golfers, you kind of get to experience what the potential of the caddy is, and how good he can actually become. Then once you start your career with your golfer, you'll notice a pretty big difference. His approach shots won't be right there next to the pin. They might be off a little bit, but it doesn't take long, and he starts slowly starting. He'll see his shots improving.
Flanks this dog leg left, par 5.
My book is showing that we have two options here.
So yeah, here you can see with Tiger's caddy, and he's got it sort of bending around the tree. It's a pretty advanced shot. Both of them are safe, whereas if it was our golfer starting out in career, he'd probably give us
Swing all the way.
He'd probably
through,
give us a
swing
shot
left.
over here to the right, which was a little bit safer, probably no draw fade on it. And then before I was telling you that you can dismiss the caddy and kind of go it on your own. So you do that by just moving the aiming circle in any direction with the D-pad, or if you have the move by holding the trigger and pointing in the direction you want to go. And then it sets up, you see it says custom there. At that point, it's exactly like it was last year or any year previous to this year, where you just set up your shot, you're kind of on your own, and the caddy's sort of out of the picture. But at any time, if you think, oh my goodness, I don't think I'm really up for this, you can just press T, and now the caddy's recommendation is back.
Gotcha. Okay.
So here you can see he's recommending, he's got a 5 wood, which is a little bit safer. It's not quite bending around this tree. He's also got this driver here that kind of, you see it kind of bending around the tree a little bit. Let's try this one. So really, then it's up to you to execute the shot that he's given to you. And that was one of the goals, that we wanted to bring sort of the athletic, sort of the swing
Another beautiful swing.
mechanic back into the fold a little bit more than years
You've got
past.
a couple choices
Because
here. Really look at the
we
course
started
and figure
noticing
out
is
which
that
one
the
to do.
people that kind of had the knowledge to set the shots up were the ones who were kind of dominating everybody like online,
Yeah.
and they were having the most success. This feature is going to level the playing field. So
Okay.
if you're a newcomer, if you've been playing Tiger Woods for a long time, but you're not really into setting the shots up, we've even noticed that some of the hardcore players when they start playing with the caddy, they don't go back to playing the way they normally would. For a few different reasons. A, it speeds up the game considerably because now you're not spending a minute or so setting up the shot, taking all these things into account. And B, even some of the best players will forget one little aspect of shot setup, whereas the caddy takes it all into account. He takes the wind into account, the elevation, whether the hole is below your feet or above your feet, and how to set it up there. And again, that's all sort of based on his course mastery. As he gets better, as you keep playing through the courses, his knowledge is going to get better and better and better for that course. So here he's got a risky shot
Land this right on the stick and we should be close.
to the flag. So this one should land really close to the hole. You see Tiger's caddy, when you get really good course mastery, they're going to land right there. That doesn't mean your shot is necessarily going to land there, but if you execute 100% properly to what he's saying, so with a 6-iron, 91% power, nice and straight, it should land really close to that.
Okay.
Then if you want to just go safe to the middle
To
of
get
the
results
green,
we've never gotten. We've
it's a
got
little
to
bit easier. It's 97%, and it's green because if you miss a little bit on the percentage, you're not going to get in trouble. This other one here, if you miss a little bit left or right, you're probably going to end up in the bunker. So that's why that one's a little bit riskier, but as always we can take some of the risk out of it with adding some focus, and since he's got this one set up right at the hole, let's go ahead and add some and just take it. Oh, he's got a pressure moment too. Alright, 92, but you can see I kind of pushed it to the right. Yeah, so that's why it was a little riskier.
Okay.
So with the move and with the controller, it's really, really important that you execute the shot properly and that you really concentrate on that aspect a lot more than in previous years. In previous years, like I said, you would just sort of walk up to the tee box, start mashing A, and hit it as far as you can. And while you can still do that, and there's no problem doing that, what you'll notice using the caddy is that you'll start doing that a little bit less and a little bit less. Your mindset will go from just blast it as far as I can to, all right, what's my next shot look like, and what's the best approach, or what's going to be the next best setup for that shot to come, which is a little bit of a different train of thought, I think, than people are used to in the game. But honestly, in working with golfers and working with caddies, that is a more realistic sort of train of thought.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see here. Let's get out of here. So yeah, first person is a cool new option that we put in for the move, but obviously just like last year, if you want, you just you can see the golfer in third person view as well. And we did a lot of work with the camera and with the one-to-one swing this year, so the one-to-one swing should feel really, really good. Let's go into Road to the Masters a little bit.
It looks like a new company wants you to be their official sponsor.
So sponsors is a new feature that we added to Road to the Masters this year. We've never really had sponsors on the Gen 3 before. So let's take a quick peek at those. So as you start getting better, as you start moving through the ranks of your golfing career, you'll start getting approached by different sponsors. So you can see here, kind of all the major golf sponsors are up here, right? You start with EA Sports, of course, and then if say you want to get Nike as your sponsor, then you just kind of scroll over to Nike, and then you see objectives. You hit X to see their objectives. For Nike, level 1, it's finish top 10 or better in 4 PGA Tour events, and then play in a major event. So to even get Nike, you have to play a little while. You have to get pretty good. Right now, you start out with EA Sports, like I said, and then as you get better sponsorships, you'll start unlocking better and better equipment in the pro shop. So last year, you used to use XP to purchase things in the pro shop. This year, you will unlock things via the sponsors.
Okay.
You can always use MTX if you want to just go straight in there and purchase the thing. And don't want to sort of grind it out, but it's kind of fun to just sort of play through and see the things evolve. Another cool feature that we put in around the Masters in Augusta is called Masters Moments, and this feature is
welcome to
exclusive to career.
In this mode, you'll get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to play out some of
So
those.
you got 9 different unique scenarios.
You successfully during the final
And,
round, 1958, and after
Essentially, we'll go in and try to recreate and try to beat that scenario, which is based on a real-life sort of historic moment in Augusta in the Masters tournament. These aren't the only sort of challenges that we have in the game. What we did is, you probably remember Tiger Challenge, Tournament Challenge,
yeah.
all that sort of challenge feature that we've had. We actually turned that into a sponsor challenge, and it's located now within each one of the weeks of your career. So when you go in, each week you'll see sponsor challenge, and that's sort of the Tiger Challenge feature evolved into that.
Okay.
So as you play through those, it's sort of a quick way to kind of level up your sponsorship and start getting new equipment. So here you can see in Masters Moments, you really just have to do exactly what the golfer did in real life. So to pass here, you get a birdie. To master, you get an eagle. When you master all the Masters Moments, then you unlock some sort of behind-the-scenes sort of content around Augusta National. So we won't play through this necessarily, but back out. So yeah, Masters Moments is exclusive to Road to the Masters. So you use your creative golfer, use your career golfer in there.
You've unlocked a new sponsor.
So let's just use the assistant here to go straight into the first tournament. If you want to just go through the normal sort of sequence of events, you just hit play next event, and then you continue on. You see, all you can do here is play round 1. You play round. In our course mastery feature, it's sort of represented by these bag tags here. So each course in the game has a bag tag. And as you progress through bronze, silver, and gold level mastery, you'll see a medallion appear here as you're progressing through. So it's kind of a cool sort of reinforcement of what your current course mastery is and how your caddy's progressing.
Hey there, I'm going to be your caddy and playing along with you. I will help you along the
You
way.
can see your last name there on the caddy
help you
bid.
set up your shot. Let's get this round started.
Another really
Now,
cool
if you want to use one of my
thing with the caddy is he's going to go through sort of a tutorial at the beginning when you first start your career. The first few rounds that you play with your graded golfer, he's going to walk you through what all the new features are, how to use his advice, how to swing, etc., etc. So let's start off safe. Let me get crazy here.
Low-risk shots are shown with the color green. Swing the club straight, and you should be in good position.
It kind of talks you through what all the new content means.
When setting up a custom shot, take note of the shot shader displayed in the lower right corner. This will medium risk.
Try this. Alright, not too bad.
I'd say about
The thing you'll notice in the lower series, so right now we're in an amateur event, and you'll notice that some of the presentation elements will start folding in as you get into the higher series. So you don't hear any of the Jim Nance commentary here. You don't hear much of the.
We're gonna get kicked out here.
We're gonna get kicked
Yeah.
out. Okay. You don't hear a lot of the sort of presentation aspects that you'll get as you get into the Nationwide series and into the PGA Tour series.
Okay.
Obviously, once you get to the Masters, it's sort of just blown out.
Gotcha.
So, honestly, I think we've kind of covered most of it.
Oh, yeah.
All of it.
Definitely. You have, well, why don't we shut it down, and then do you have other questions?
Yeah, he answered most. He actually answered most of them. The only one that he didn't answer, I don't know if he can answer it or not. Last week, Sony's new portable handheld was announced.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys had any time with that yet, or been able to work with it, or?
No, honestly,
Not yet.
I haven't had any time with it.
Okay.
But, I'm not really certain, honestly, what our
Gotcha.
for that.
Okay.
But I'm sure Catherine or somebody can keep me
Yeah.
posted.
I mean, you know, like with every new piece of hardware, we look at and examine what makes the most sense for
Mhm.
one of our games. So we'll continue to take a look at opportunities where it makes most sense for the Tiger Woods franchise.
Alrighty.
And I'm back. How was the footage, guys? Thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for watching. Big shout outs to EA once again, especially Catherine Colthart, senior publicist. She was the one that gave me a tour of their studio and allowed me to record most of the stuff that I saw. You'll actually see her at the end of the briefing. Big shout out to her. Big shout out to Mark DeVault, the producer of the upcoming Tiger Woods title. He spent a lot of time with me the day I was over there. And he actually spent so much time that they had another meeting that kind of kicked us out at the last minute. But I would definitely want to give a huge shout out to Mark DeVault for not rushing it just because I'm not a part of a huge site like IGN or Joystick. That means a lot. So once again, huge shout out to those two. And I'm definitely not going to forget Rob Semsey. He works PR for Electronic Arts Tiburon. Thank you a lot. He was the one that helped put this thing together. Even though he wasn't in the area, you won't see him on camera. He helped with a lot of the stuff that went on behind the scenes. So once again, I got love for all of you guys. Thank you. It means the world to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. It's been a nice long show. So let's go ahead and wrap it up with the question of the week. So because I was kind of delayed to the NGP news, I didn't think I could leave you guys hanging though. So my question of the week is, what would you guys be willing to pay for Sony's upcoming NGP device And what features would you like to see announced that haven't been already? Please let me know in the comment section. A couple days after this is posted, I'm going to send the link to the right people, so your feedback will be read. So thanks once again for your support. Nick's Game Review episode number 37 is out. You can contact me at admin@thegameraccess.com. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/thegameraccess. Be sure to visit thegameraccess.com. We got a lot of content there. I just recruited a couple new staff members finally. So a lot of things are popping right now. I've got a new partnership I'm working on right now. So big things are in the works. Trust me. Thanks to you guys. You guys are all a part of this journey. I want to thank you again. End of this show, you're going to see a a sneak peek to what I got for you guys next week on Nick's Game Review episode number 38. Let me just say this before I run the clip. Any of you guys heard of Jessica Negri? If not, go into Google, type her name. Yeah. Peace. Alright, now this is where things may start to get interesting. So, out of all the events you've attended, what would you say is the most embarrassing moment you've had? Come on, spill the beans.